Today we have a 2016 Durango with the Hemi, and it has a noisy blower motor, as you can hear the clicking. That's actually the blower motor. When it came in, it actually did not work at all. So what I did is I tapped on it a couple times. The one thing you can always do on these, if it was starting to make noise and it stopped working, you know, you can come under here, tap on it, give it a couple nice little taps, see if it comes back to life. Usually it will. You just have to be careful. You don't want to leave it on too long like that, because it can damage the blower motor resistor, because it's locked up and it's pulling a lot of amps through that. So never try to run it continuously if it's not working. And the one other thing you should always check on any blower motor, is make sure that these pins aren't melted. But so for this one, like I said, the 16 Durango, you're gonna have to pull this panel off first. So there's just 3 push clips. It sits under there just like this. You have 1, 2, 3 push clips. You see them right there. We've got those 3, and then you have a connector right here, and this connector. This one's kind of a pain to get. You have to get something pokey and poke it at the top of this hole, and it pushes the connector out. I don't know why they make the connector so small and difficult, but see, you can see right here, you have to poke that little piece and pull it out. But so I already have the new blower motor. This is the part number right here. You can see, straight from Mopar themselves. The only one I can get is a TYC aftermarket, and I'm not putting that in this. It's too new, and that's not a very good blower motor, especially for such a new vehicle. So go ahead and get to it. We're gonna pull this blower motor out and replace it. It's gonna be a little interesting because with the camera makes it very difficult. Let me see. Hopefully you can see okay like that. You're gonna see everything going on. So let's give this a try. I think it's a T15, and there should only be 3 bolts holding it in. It should be relatively simple. So we have one right there. Let me just make sure it's not T20. I don't want to strip these out. Yeah, so it is a T20. T15 will work, but you'll could strip them out. Then we have this one back here. Now that ratchet's very loud. I need to grease it again. Then there's one right here. Very, very simple blower motor, thankfully. There it goes. Pop goes the weasel. And you obviously want to make sure there's nothing stuck in it. There's nothing stuck in this one. So you just want to do a visual inspection. Make sure there's nothing stuck before you try to replace it. This one, it was electrical, the way it failed. So let me open up the new one. At least attempt to open up the new one. My handiwork today is not that great. Okay. Now I see why everybody has a hard time doing one-handed thing. Okay. So here's the brand new blower motor. We always want to compare it to the old one and make sure that it's similar. So you can see they look very similar. So I'm going to take the old one, put it in the box, so we can throw that away, because we have no use for that old blower motor. So the new one, they only go in one way on this. You can see this is the breather for the blower motor itself, I think to keep it cool. And it goes right there. We just don't want to break anything. Don't need to damage anything else. Look at Dodge. They made a little cutout for the blower motor to get it out. That's very thoughtful. Okay. Just gonna tighten one up so that it stays up. You don't need to crank on these bolts because they go into plastic. You just want to be gentle with it. Okay, here's number 2. I'm doing it all by feel. Going slow so I don't break nothing. Because you can break the ear off the box and then you're screwed. We can plug the motor in right now. And we have this one in the back. That's a little bit of a pain to get to. Okay, there we go. So now let's go ahead and turn it on and check it. And nice and quiet, just how it should be. You just want to make sure the motor's seated all the way completely. It's not loose. It'll just make a bunch of racket. And then next, we're gonna go ahead and put this cover back in. Hopefully. My handy camera work today is not so pretty. So, just gonna slide this back in here. It's kind of ridiculous. So we have this little guy, this is for the light. This is for, I'm assuming, another light or something? Yes. Okay. I feel like, no, it's going on right. It's kind of a pain to get the line back up because it's so stiff. That side. This side we have to get over this vent. We don't want that wire hanging out. Put that wire back in. This, I think, gonna go behind there. Okay. Clip. There's all the clips, just like that. We're done. Looks a little funky, but it's a Dodge. So let's just make sure it still works. You can see how nice and quiet it is. So that's how you do it on a, I think I said a 16. Make sure you like and subscribe if you like it, and leave any comments down below if you have any. Thanks.